Hey everybody, Arbor617 here with another one of my Minecraft Blender Quick Tips episodes. This one I actually wanted to go back a little bit, and I've been getting a lot of comments on my main tutorial animation series on Black Plasma Studios, my main channel. A lot of people are saying that the MC prep isn't working for getting the materials to show up. And I was hoping that, through talking with the people having problems, I'd be able to find a solution. Unfortunately, I haven't really found a good solution to the people who haven't been working. For me, MC prep's always worked. For the people I've been working with, it's always worked, and I haven't really been able to find out why it's not working. However, I made this video to show you that you don't actually need MC prep, it just saves you a little bit of time. So in this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to set up the materials if you can't get MC prep working, so that's what we're going to do. So here I have our scene. If we had MC prep, we would be able to simply do prep materials, bam, everything's good. However, we can still set it up. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes per scene, and then it's all good, you don't have to worry about it anymore, so it's not really that bad. So first, make sure we're in cycles, and let me get rid of this stuff on the left. There we go. So I'm in the cycles render, everything's all white, and let's just grab a random block. And let's go to this option over here, that way we can see what we have. Let's actually go to materials, makes more sense. So right now we have dirt selected, and there's still solid white. So the first thing you do is you can hit use nodes, and that makes it have node stuff using cycles. And then next to color, we're going to click on this little dot and go to image texture, and then it turns black, but we still need to load the image. So right next to this open thing, there's a little image weird button here. Click that, and we're going to go down to whatever the name of the obj is, and it'll be -RGB. And there's actually a bunch of RGBs. I think it does a separate one per block, although they're the exact same. So I'm just going to click the first one, and boom, there you go. We already have our first object, set up. However, if I go into the camera, it looks nice right now in the viewport. Well, actually, it might look a little blurry, but if you watch my main animation tutorial, it shows you how to make it not look blurry in the viewport. But anyway, even though it looks nice and crisp here, when I go to render, you'll notice it looks all blurry and gross. And the reason for that is because it tries to interpolate the textures to make it smoother, which if you're doing actual graphics, it's usually a little better to keep things cleaner looking. However, for us, we want this nice sharp look, so we have to do one more thing in the materials. Rather than having linear interpolation, we want closest. And now when you render, you'll notice it looks good. So that's how to get up the main materials. Let's do another one so you can do a little bit faster this time. Now we're on grass block. We hit use nodes, go to this little thing, image, and here you can type in RGB, enter, set it from linear to closest, boom. Another one down. Let's render it now. There we go. We have two down, and that's already making good progress. And let me actually show you one little quick, if you like using shortcuts like me, you do this a little bit quicker when you hit use nodes. When you click here, you don't have to look for the word image, you can just hit I, and it automatically goes to image. Here you can just type RGB, hit enter, and when you go to closest, rather than clicking on closest, you can just hit O, and it goes to closest. So there we go. We're already the scene's already looking pretty good, and that only took just a few minutes. But now let me show you even one further tip you can do. Rather than just setting it up all independently, we can actually link different object materials to other objects. So we don't actually have to set it up every time. We can just kind of set one material up and make all the other ones linked to that one. However, there's one downside to this, is if you want to later make one material different, like have different properties, like be shiny or let off light, then it'll affect all of them. However, things like stone, grass, dirt, they're all going to be exactly the same. So for instance, whatever this is, some sort of slab, this isn't going to be shining, it's not going to be reflective, so we can link this to the grass. So it's kind of hard to see, but I have this this slab selected here. I'm going to shift right click on any other of our materials. I'll do grass. And if you do Control L, you can do make link to material, and boom, you'll see it's already all set up now. And if I render, let me get a good camera shot that shows it. It even has all the it has set to closest. It's got its material. You don't even have to change like images or anything. So here we got some stairs, stone bricks. It's gonna be the same thing. Shift click on the grass, Control L, materials. What is this? Diamond ore. We can do the same thing, materials. And then we got stone bricks, same thing, materials. And as you see, we're already getting close to the end, and it really wasn't that bad. MC prep just saved all this time, and the material linking was something I kind of learned a little bit later. So one thing you might have noticed so far is I'm not clicking on any of the leaves or torches or grass, because that's going to be a little bit different. Let's actually go over to the let's do the oak leaves. So actually, let me do this on the camera, that way we can render it out. So if I do what we have been doing, we go to our oak leaves. For this one, I'm not going to link it. I'm going to do a fresh thing, because the oak leaves are going to be a little bit different because we want them to have transparency. So we can't just link the oak leaves to the stones and stuff. So if I hit use nodes, go to color, I for image, load up our RGB, set it to from linear to closest, you'll notice it's not transparent, it has no transparency. So what we have to do is a little bit more work with the transparent things. But again, you can just do it once and link everything. So I'm going to right click along this top edge of the screen, hit split area, I'm going to split it in half. On the left side, I'm going to click this and either go up to node editor or just click this and hit N. Then we're going to kind of move my mouse up in here, hit N again to get rid of that on the left. So now we're going to be working with the nodes on these leaves, and it's actually pretty simple setup. We're going to do Shift A, search, type in mix. We're going to put a mix between these two. Shift A, search, transparent. We're going to put a transparent in the top. So now we're saying that we're going to mix the like a transparent, completely transparent texture with the texture of the leaves. However, we're going to control that factor of how transparent it is based on a map of the alpha. And if you don't understand that, don't worry. Just click on this image texture, duplicate it. We're going to need another one of these. And right here, the same place we had usually been clicking on to load the image, rather than our RGB, we want the alpha. So we're going to click on alpha, and we're going to have the color of the alpha control the factor. And sure enough, there you go. We got our leaves. Didn't mean to click on that. And when we render it out, you'll see the leaves have transparency. They're a little bit thick because leaves are thick. And in a future quick tip tutorial, I might show you in the future how to make the leaves a little bit more like Minecraft. In Minecraft, you can't actually see the back sides of leaves, so it looks a little bit, it looks more like Minecraft, and the leaves don't feel so thick. But that's a completely different tutorial. This is, if you do MC prep, it'll do it like this. So I'm just showing you how to make it look like it would out of MC prep. Anyway, we got a chest here. We can link our chest to materials. Let's go over here to the torches. So the torches, we're going to want to link to the leaves, not the grass, because the torches are going to have transparency. And sure enough, there. Same with the stained glass. We're going to do the stained glass to either the torches or the leaves. That way you get the transparency, and you can even see it has like the semi-transparency. And that's it. We pretty much are finished. All you have to do now is just go around and just kind of check everything. It's a little bit more time consuming because you have to, double check to make sure, you don't accidentally do a transparent object with the, and you don't accidentally link a transparent object to a non-transparent block or something. But you can basically just link any anything that's transparent. You can just link it to any other transparent things, and anything that's solid you can link to any other solid things. It's just a matter of literally setting up one solid thing and one transparent thing, and then it's just a bunch of linking. We're already almost done. Gonna click on a few more things. And you can be a little more systematic about this if you want to go through your outliner over here and actually go through these one at a time and make sure you don't miss anything. But for this tutorial, I'm just kind of looking around. And again, this trap door. Let me actually show you. If I do the trap door, if I link it to this, you'll see it's got solid stuff here. So you have to be careful that you link it to something else that's transparent, and then you get the holes. Also, these trapdoors have a little bit of flickering because of the back face. I like to, this is going a little bit out of what this tutorial is about, but whenever I see this and you see the flickering, it's because the back face of this is inside that. But if you can actually go into like edit mode on this and somehow go into the back face and like delete it and stuff, but I don't usually worry about that. Anyway, we are essentially done. I hope this tutorial helped. Again, sorry if MC Prep isn't working, but this is how I did my first bunch of animations before I knew about MC Prep. And as you can see, it really doesn't take that long. It's just a one-time thing. Once the scene's all set up, you can save it off and you're all done. And then, so what if you don't have MC Prep and it didn't save you those, 15, 20 minutes. Eventually you'll get really fast at it. You might be able to do it in, 8 minutes. So, hope this tutorial helped. I'll get to some of the other quick tip things in a little bit. I just want to do this one because I've been getting so many questions about how to make MC Prep work, and I didn't know how to make MC Prep work, so I figured I'd just make this and link this instead and show you how you don't need MC Prep. It just saved you some time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next episode.